Okay, so it's man, that light's bright. So it's still May 24th, 2018, 6:40, 6:50. I kind of want to trying to discuss the continuing of the last video blog. Um, okay, so one thing I wanted to add on to that, well, shit. Okay, so I kind of want to go into something kind of separate than that, but I know that's the direction where that's kind of where it needs to go as far as what I think people are concerned, or some of the things that people wanted to talk about, or me to talk about, which I do intend to talk about. But there's some other stuff that was more about more things that happen. I don't know. I can't explain. There's too much. There's a lot of stuff that from people around me and whatever. So one of the things that was kind of weird. So the dude that I was doing the taco truck from was Jose, and he the Gordo Burrito dude. When I was around this time, or I don't know, something about Lisa, and he was like, "Oh, I seen her before when I first had them meet or whatever. I was doing some work for him, and she was there or something." And he was like, "Oh, I seen her before. That's a girl. She's gay, or I saw her with her girlfriend. She was like the more butch one even." And at the time, like, Lisa was hanging out with her best friend was this other girl, and she was with some other guy, some young, goofy kind of guy, but she was like very like sexual, kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but, and then who else? And then she had an older lady that was a friend that ended up buying one of the secondhand shops around town, and that her son was the guy that I met when they were hanging. They all, her, the older lady, and Lisa, and the guy, and the older lady's son and Lisa were all hanging out when I first met her at Hasbe's Coffee, and like I said, she gravitated towards me like right at that moment, or real quick, like as soon as she saw me. And what's interesting with that, so before all this, like, there was this other girl named Cookies, and she was like a redheaded guitar player girl. She was at one of the art shows, and she was gorgeous. She was like, kind of reminded me of Jewel, like the musician girl Jewel, as far as like attitude and kind of like cool, kind of. But she was kind of, pretty introverted. I guess I don't know where she was from. She was from somewhere in the South. But she was, and when I got to Chico, I don't know where I was. Oh yeah, I think this was during Voice days. So before I moved to Daly City or whatever, I had met her somehow. Like, she was just moved there, and I was just starting to play the open mics, and she was there with her guitar, and I was like, whoa, hey. And she was really gorgeous. Like, all these girls are super gorgeous. Like, I can't explain. like Chico has gorgeous women. I don't know. I can't. It does like, but these women were some of just as gorgeous as any other women I've ever seen in my life. And she was one of them. She was super cool guitar player. We hit it off like I like her songs, and she was cool with me, and we kind of like liked each other. But I had a girlfriend at the time, but we were still cool with each other. But like I was still, you know, I had gotten with Miros that summer before, so when I was working at Voice, we broke up a couple times here and there. So there was times when I saw somebody else, but this girl was like extra good looking and awesome and into like music stuff. So she was the first musician girl kind of like that I met before Lisa. But she was also had stopped and like hung out with her a couple times, like. So I met her, and then I remember like traveling, and then I remember her coming to a show when I first moved to Daly City, and she was like, hey, you know, let's hang out, you know. She came in like a little black dress and helped out with the art show. It was like putting advertisements on top of these drawings that people could draw on the wall, and then during the art show, the closing or whatever, reception, like everyone came, played music, and put cut out advertisements from magazines and pasted them over the art. And that was kind of the art show that I did. It's kind of community thing, but the girl her name was Jan. She was the owner of the cafe at the time, downtown Chico, and so she let me do all this cool stuff, these art shows at her place, and she was awesome. She was also gay, but she was really like cool, nonchalant about her life and her situation. So she was cool. She was like one of the coolest people I've met, and I saw her years and years later. But this girl Kokis was like there, and I had met her before, and then so when I finally was going to Daly City, I moved, and then she came around, and I was like, whoa, you know, like, she was like so gorgeous, and she was like a redhead and whatever, and so I was kind of like, man, you know, I'm with this girl I like or whatever, but we're fighting, you know, because it was this other dude that was, you know, a co-worker dude that I was jealous about, and so I was just like ready to leave her, but and so this girl comes to the show when I'm doing the show, and so I'm just like, oh man, you know, like, but it didn't happen. I was like, man, you know. So I don't know when this happened or what, but there was a time when I don't know what, we hung out. Me and this girl hung out one time, and she was like, I got a boyfriend. I was like, I got a girlfriend. So we never really hung out, and I came and knocked on her door one other time, but so I don't know if her boyfriend, she worked at like some like hairstylist place, so I don't know if her boyfriend got mad or what, or I don't know what that situation was at the time. So that was always lingering in my brain, like, I don't know what happened with her, but I don't know if her boyfriend caught wind of it, and like, but I don't know. But the reason I mentioned that is because Lisa was this other girl that was kind of like that, and so I don't know, like, it felt like there was some stuff going on with the situation when Lisa showed up, and what else? before I even went to art school, she was around town, and she thought I was in a gang or whatever, but she was like, because I had a tail, or I like, not a long tail, I don't know what I had, but she was like, oh, that's, so she thought I was like, down, but I was like, oh, just me, I don't even know Spanish, or, she was like testing me out. Mexicans like to do that, see if you're real Mexican or not. So I was like, just me. And she was gorgeous too, and it's funny because when I was in Berry Creek, Dawn was living across from Sarah, over by Sarah's mom, and by the store in Berry Creek, and I was passing through, and I was with this girl, and she was so good looking. I gave her a t-shirt from American Fiction or whatever that I had left over, and it was like a tank top, and she was like, and he was like staring at her, and I was like, dude, what the hell? But so I had to talk to her times here and there. We hung out, but so it was weird. There was these girls here and there that I never really hung out with, but we hung out, and I'm not sure, like, I don't know, like boyfriends, ex-boyfriends, or whatever. Like, it seems like there's some people that got angry at me. There was this other girl. And this is a weird one. And this one, I did the mural at the Boys and Girls Club. I had did a sculpture for that was on campus at Butte College for Will Smith and for Will Hall, my sculpting teacher, and he was let me put on this rock in the on campus or whatever, and so it was cool. And the issue with that was I was on the wrong side. Like, I had created it so that it looked face one side, you can see, but he put it facing the other side, which was the side that I didn't want to, that wasn't the side that was perfect. And we had talked about that. He had lectured about that in Bernini. It was like, he makes a sculpture and he wants it to be looked at from one angle, and then, the curator, somebody messes that up, he gets all mad or whatever. And he was saying, yeah, that's how artists are. So when he did that to me, I was like, hey, he was like, you should have been there in the morning when we said. So it was there. So I wasn't super happy with the sculpture, anyways, from how it was placed on campus. But it was a lot of work. It was like a couple semesters worth of work, and it was like a life-size sculpture. So I'm working with my uncle Chap, and his people are all my cousins and everybody over in Sacramento, and I'm paying off my car, and from my uncle David and his wife Sally, and so I'm working over there, just we're moving stuff from warehouse to warehouse or whatever. So my cousin Abel, I get a day off, and so I'm like, hey, I gotta go do a couple things in town. He's like, yeah, I'll go with you. So he comes with me. Drop by the Boys and Girls Club. I forget why. Just maybe look at the mural or something and say hi to the dude Joe that was running the Boys and Girls Club. So that happened, and then we go to Butte. And at Butte, I walked through campus, and there was this other girl, Mary, and I don't know how we met. We just met somewhere here and there. Like I said, at Butte College, it was kind of weird because I met a lot of girls here and there, and but I never called any of them back. And like, I'd get phone numbers, and girls would say hi, and we flirted, but never like really hanging out. So this was one of the girls, really like the girls that I would hang out with. Sometimes I'd draw them and be like, hey, can I draw you? Because they were so good, great, beautiful, that there was no other way to say hi to them other than using that line to break the ice, and then be able to get to know each other after that, because they were so good looking. They probably had boyfriends, or they had just give a beautiful woman an excuse to let her guard down, that you're not just, which maybe you are just a dog, but at least you're just there to draw a picture. There's nothing, you don't have to say, hey, can we go on a date, or make it a big old deal. It's just something that spend half hour with, and then they get a drawing out of it. So there was a lot of girls that I hung out with here and there, but it was just like that, just friends or whatever, just like. And it's funny because when the girlfriend was, she would be like, "Oh, that's how you picked me up," or that's how, which it wasn't actually. We just talked here and there and knew each other. But one of the times I guess she probably ended up liking me after I drew her. I don't know what happened, but she used that to say that that's what I'd do to pick up girls or whatever, is draw, which was half true. But there was plenty of times I'd draw people that weren't good-looking women, that were just the drawing. But it's true, kind of, where it is easy, like I said, easy way to hang out with the beautiful woman, see if you guys like each other. I don't know. So anyway, I don't know how I met this other girl, and we said hi. My cousin was there, and something. And I was like, hey, I don't know where I was living, but I felt like I wasn't around town for a while, so I was like, hey, what's up? And I was over there in Uncle's house, living in, all of us. It was like 4 or 5, like 7 of us dudes that were camping in his house and going to work from there. So this lasted a few months or whatever, or something, I don't remember. But I hadn't gotten to school at this time, so this was before art school. And so I do meet this girl, and I don't know, I can't say it. I can't remember how I met her, but I remember we were talked already, and I was trying to get her to go on a date with me, Mexican girl, and she was like, I don't know, and I was like, man, I was trying to, find a wife. So she gave me the runaround, and I was like, okay, it's fine. I'm busy working, doing my own shit, trying to pay off this car, whatever, raise a kid, I don't see enough, and all this stuff. So I'm walking away, and then we go, go check out the sculpture. So I'm showing my cousin, my art. I have this, wind-up camera, and he's like, I'm like, hey, take a picture of me in the sculpture, so I can have something. And so he starts taking these pictures, and this girl that's standing right there, right looking at us. And they were from there was a few people that were over there underneath the tree having a picnic or something. And so she's staring at me while this is happening. And I look at her, and I'm like, I want to be in the picture, just mess around. And she was like, sure. So she walks there, and she's pretty stacked too. She's I don't know if she's older than me or what, but she's in her middle 20s, and a blondish kind of girl, kind of like a country girl, but in a dress or something, I don't know. And then but she's staring at me pretty intently. So she comes over there, and we're next to the sculpture. She's kind of hugging on me, and I was like, I never did this before. So I started, I know I'm making my own grave right now, but this is what happened. So we make out, we start kissing, and whatever, I don't know any different, it was just what it was. So we walk away, and then I walk past again, and I get her number. I'm like, hey, can I get your number? And she's like, sure. And there was this guy that was there, that was standing right there, and I think that was like either a boyfriend or somebody that was having a picnic with her or whatever. But I was like, I just laid out with this chick, like, sorry, dude. So I feel bad, like, but at the same time, I'm an asshole at this moment. So I get her number, and I never call her. I call her like way later, but like, you seriously, like months and months and months later, like, just because I found her number, and I was like, man, it was stupid. That was just like, I don't know, but really, like, I wasn't really, I don't know why I even did that, like, so I think that guy went and destroyed my mural I think somebody went and, like, after that, like, I came back and somebody broke the head off of the statue, and somebody fucked up my mural at the Boys and Girls Club, which the guy said, hey, I need to tell you. The guy Joe was like, hey, something happened to your mural and stuff and whatever. And so, and like I said, I was out of town, so I came back in town and I was like, what? And at first it looked like he's like, I think it bubbled up from the moisture from underneath, maybe there or whatever. But then I saw where you can put like paint thinner on something and it bubbles up just like that. So I'm pretty sure that dude, I'm pretty sure it was that guy that broke the head off the statue, and he was like some brown-haired dude that was like, I don't know if he had glasses or not, but he was kind of just, he's a little shorter than me, kind of scrawny, older than me. He looked older than me, like in his 30s, and I was still like in my 20s. So I'm thinking that might have been the guy, and I didn't think about it at the time. I knew it was just somebody did that, but then it kind of came together later. I was like, oh shit, it was probably that dude. So I'm thinking that might have been the situation. So there was like stuff going on before all this other stuff was happening that I knew about. And then there was this other girl that had a boyfriend that was like a Marine, and or in the military, and I got her number and was emailing her, talking to her, and wanted to hang out. She was really good looking too, and so I don't know, but she had a kid, and she ended up like, oh, I can't hang out. So that never happened, but I don't know if her Marine husband or whatever caught whiff of that, and like, I don't know. So there was like a lot of thoughts that were going in my head where who was trying to fuck with me at this time. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it goes on and on. The list goes on and on. So along with Milos' ex-boyfriend that was like wanting to fight, I saw him again after that initial time we were gonna fight in front of Chevy's. And this time it was later, and I was walking by, and it was just, and he passes him and this girl. So he's caught off guard. I'm not looking for him or nothing, but I was thinking about him because I was right there next to this place, and I was like, oh yeah, this time. Well, after that moment, I was like, because I was like, no, I'm not gonna fight this dude. I went in the car, and then Minos comes out, and she's like sitting in the car. She's like, oh, I guess he fought in UFC fight, a cage fight, and she's like, oh, I outgrown that, and I'm not into that anymore, and blah blah blah. So I don't know what that situation was about, but I was thinking about, like, fuck this. I was like, I got a chance to catch my bearings and think about it and start getting pissed. So when I was like, because I was just right across the street. Because when I walked away, I was like, no, I'm not gonna fight you. Like, looking at him, like, and he was like, yeah, whatever, dude, pussy, whatever. And I was like, fuck you. I don't know what I said, but it wasn't like cowering out. It was just like, nah, dude, I'll see you later. And he, he didn't come at me or nothing like that. So I was just walking across the street, and I was just like, and they went inside, and I was opening up my car, and I sat in there, and then I was like, and then thinking like for a minute, and right when I was like thinking like, no, fuck that, dude, I'm gonna go fuck him up. So she came in the car, and she got in the car, and decided on this passenger side and started talking to me and telling me, oh, no, that guy's an asshole, like, I'm done with that guy's a jerk or whatever, I love you. So I was just like, okay, fuck, I can't, now I gotta be a nice guy because this chick likes me because I'm, whatever. And I really was in love with this girl for a long time, so, or for the time I got to know her. And so that could have been another dude that was like, it's almost like all the ex-boyfriends of all these dudes, like Scott Palmer and shit. So Lisa was supposedly like telling me this other stuff, and then she's like gets a job at Duffy's, so she transfers to the bar at Duffy's, which Duffy's is like supposedly like a trans place, but there's these people like old school, and then it's like a big bar, what do you call that, St. Pat, what do you call those, Scottish, no, Irish kind of people my age, or older people, people that get drunk and drink. But it's supposed to be the artsy place too, where the locals hang out and all the students go to the dance places. So I don't know. So when I met her, she was still in quarantine and at the thing. And then during all this other stuff, like Slay, she was part of Slay. She was the one that like told me about it. And she was hanging out with the musicians and all this stuff. She got Isaiah involved. And these people were also involved with Irish. There were Irish people too, and like the dude named Ben, he was one of the guys, and this guy Steve Swim, which they all seem kind of cool, but I don't know, like agendas. So I don't know, like, but they must have, now that I think back on all this stuff, like they must have knew some of my drama or knew stuff that was going on, and added to either added or whatever. I don't know what they were doing, but it was not to my knowledge. People were talking about me and scheming and trying to get stuff like all this stuff going on. So that was happening. When I met her, she had that truck, and she had selling, and then she was like, yeah, we stopped hanging out, and then she started hanging out with me again, Lisa, and then she was saying something about like somebody gave Britney Spears a deal, or I don't know, some music people, and she was trying to get a deal with these people, and that didn't happen. So I don't know who the people were or what. So she ended up working at Duffy's as a bartender, because she was a bartender over there. So I don't know if that two and two fit together or whatnot. But that was all kind of weird. But then when the guy told me about that, he was sure that she was gay. That he looked pretty positive, and when I held her hand, it was like kind of like a buddy thing. So I was never really super attracted to her. Like, I don't really want to go into it more, but I mean, everything was said that, as later in life I've kind of put two and two together, and that might have been something part of it. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what the story is on all that. Like, I don't know. So all these unanswered questions. So I still got 30 minutes. So now that I'm all warmed up and talking about it, let's go into this part. So there was another thing that was going on, and this had to do with Miro. So when she worked over there, I don't even want to go into it. So this was going on. So Seward was, when I left to go live in Daly City with Miro, she told me, later she told me, but she was like, yeah, he told me, no, don't take him away, blah, blah. So, but I moved with her anyways and left voice and all this stuff. So, I hadn't seen him for a while. He came over a couple times, like we saw each other here and there. Like he came to visit when I was living there, and with his girl, and so when I moved back to Chico, he was with this girl, the other girl, and working in Butte and all this stuff. So I hadn't seen him a lot during that time. And I don't know. Actually, I really don't want to go into it at the moment. There's too much stuff, man. Like, this might be a time when I break it and break this. And I've been thinking about writing. Storytelling, but I'm not sure how I want to work through this, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, there's so much stuff going on in society that I don't need to shoot myself in the foot, but at the same time I don't want to be misunderstood. But then there's a thing where so anyway, but I'm kind of tired of talking. I want to go into it. I really need talking on cell phone. I'm not gonna understand the situation. I don't really feel like drawing out loud either, but so I'm thinking like maybe like writing. I'm still gonna make these video blogs, and kind of just talk about stuff here and there. But I think I'm gonna try writing. We'll see. I'm still in the middle of all this stuff. There's a lot of things I'm upset about, or not upset, but still in a situation where I gotta test out. I'm still in a situation, which I don't. But it's weird because it's an environment, the time that's going on in America, shit that I was talking about 5, 7, 10 years ago. Shit's happening, and now people were like, oh, okay, yeah, you were crazy. It's like, yeah, motherfucker, I wasn't crazy. I was saying shit that was happening. Now you want to be like, oh yeah, but still, shit's still not settled. Now they want to like start, they've been trying to pinpoint things that are issues with me that they have, that they either created or they got people to say all this stuff about me. So those are the things that I'm interested in. I want to clear out and make it known of my reality. But there's also this whole thing that's going on in America, that's that's going on in the world, that's like crazy shit that makes everything unsure. Like, I don't know what to even talk about. Wow, because the whole society is changing and shit's going down, and it's almost like who cares about all this other shit? Like, what's happening at the moment is actually relevant. So that's kind of where I'm at with the situation of art and blogs and all this stuff, trying to make money. So right now at the moment I'm not able to walk my own path. I'm in the middle of this, making these blogs and vlogs, calling out people, clearing up situations and stuff like that is part of my, like people that know me or whatever that have sex, like it's weird because people that don't know you, they come at you like they know you because of what other people said or whatever, getting set up for whatever situation. And then the people that you do know, some of them switched up or some, there's a whole thing where people could do payola on you. And so whoever had the payola going on did a pretty good job. But then the truth comes out where the group is stronger than the individual. So the pendulum swings one way and it has to swing the other direction. So listening to the Tao was interesting because it was like, no matter if you use physical fight, if you fight and your fight is righteous, even if if you use violence or whatever, it's still gonna come back at you, in some form or another. So we live in this world where people are pretty violent at the moment. There's people that are going for the money or whatever, going for whatever reason and so I live in a pretty hostile. It's not like third world country hostile, but there is like some crazy people around. And so I do kind of feel like I gotta watch what I say, but at the same time, the establishment and people that are running things, I gotta make my money, I gotta survive, and if they're not gonna let me do what I need to do in this world, as far as make money, I'm gonna have to do the best I can to fight the powers that be, and that to be an artist in this world. I'm not the first artist or the last artist to have to deal with the establishment. Either work for them or whatever. I don't know, but I got big goals and I really want to accomplish a lot of them and still have a family life and all this stuff. So I don't really see an end to the situation. I just gotta figure my way through this world. And as far as going through my past and all this stuff, I'm still working on it. So bear with me as I go through this stuff. And if you watch it, give me kudos once in a while. If you believe me or if you don't believe me, whatever, at least let it be known. If I can't live like American society, I gotta fit into American society. I'm not ready to abandon American society at the moment. without fixing all the stuff that's already started. But I also don't intend to be grounded in just American society. I don't want to leave too early and people thinking that I'm running. So yeah. So I'm giving everyone a chance. If you have questions, email me, text me or something, and I'll get to them. But I need to open up so that I can be free in my own heart and soul and whatever. Just don't want to call everybody out and have it do it for selfish reasons. Well, everything's selfish, but do it for trying to I can't if it could be a win-win situation, that's the best. If not, I don't want to be the one on the losing end if it's not really my thing. If I'm not responsible or whatever for it, I don't want to have to go through the rest of my life with this people thinking that I'm responsible for things that I'm not responsible for. And if society wants to hold me accountable for some things, and let's do it already so that I can live my life. Or not, whatever, but I don't want to be the only one. Don't hang just the Mexican. I don't know. I'm just tired of being that's it. I don't know. You guys all know. We all live here. We all have to live in life. Like, nobody says it's perfect, but I am. You gotta get your money. I'm not gonna die poor, especially when I know I can work and I'm smart enough to make money. Trying to Muhammad Ali me and shit.